Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, which was definitely not paid for by Warner Brothers, as you can see from the poor setup. But the record label is promoting and celebrating what is an actually important musical anniversary. This is the anniversary of Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joining Fleetwood Mac, something that would ever change the fortunes of what was then a long-running band, but also changing the fortunes of music as a whole. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, they're re-releasing the 1973 cult classic Buckingham Nicks, and also doing some new pressings and deluxe editions of the 1975 self-titled Fleetwood Mac album, which is the album that introduced Stevie and Lindsay to the rest of the world. Now, a lot has been said about this album, including by me. It's a great album, but one of my favorite tracks on the album isn't one of the many singles released on the album. It's a song that originally appeared on the Buckingham Nicks album and then was redone by the band, by Fleetwood Mac, for their 75 album. And this was the song Crystal. Now, it's a wonderful song. It builds so amazingly, and it's all really centered on the wonderful bass sound and bass groove, bass feel of John McVie. Now, it was he who suggested that the band play this song. Lindsay and Stevie weren't sure it was right, but he insisted, and you can tell he left his mark on it. And luckily, the bass is very high in the mix, which really helps. It's really got everything. It starts off as a sort of minor folky song, and then the band kicks in, and the bass groove starts laying it down with Mick Fleetwood's drums locked into John, as they always are. And it ends with what I consider one of the best keyboard outros. I sound like Rick Beato now, in all of music. And this was, of course, played by Christine McVie on a Moog synthesizer. The whole thing combines to make a really amazing song that closes out side one of the album. And it's a song that in some ways, I mean, no song on this album is really overlooked because it's such a huge album. Everyone had it, still do. But it's a song that really ought to be given more credit for being a really whimsical, well-produced, beautifully written, beautifully sung by Lindsay and Stevie song that really put a mark on Fleetwood Mac as an album that, as Mick Fleetwood said, they could rock hard and be loud, they could be gentle, and they could be ethereal. And this song is a beautifully ethereal song. So if you've overlooked it, overlook it no more. And believe me, with Warner, promoting the hell out of this, you'll get plenty of opportunities. As always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.